Without the D. We are in them streets. Um, it's a sermon today. Pastor was talking about being planted by like a palm tree. You know, it doesn't break, but it bends, it moves, but it's still planted. It's still planted, and then a lot of times in your life, we need to learn how to bend and move. Because you're going to have storms that's going to come. You have situations that you will experience. But use your pain. Use the lesson in the situation for your growth. When something's pruned, and we have resistance on something, you are building a muscle. Let's go for muscles. When you're ripping muscles, you're building muscles. We're going against resistance. You're building yourself. You're building. And when things happen, they are meant to make you stronger, not meant to break you. Meant to test your test your resistance, test your resiliency. Test your core ability to stand. And say, how much does it take to make your knees buckle? But I guess another question would be, how much does it take to strengthen your stance? But you call it building muscles. You need weight to build a muscle. You need resistance to build a muscle. You need situations to build muscles. But a lot of times people want the muscles built, but they don't want resistance to help grow. A lot of times people will want the prize, but they prefer not to deal with the process. Why? Process is time consuming, and often the process is painful. Have you ever heard the terminology, no pain, no gain? Some people in their whole process, they welcome the pain because they know that the pain's going to bring something out of them that's going to be worth the process. And worth the process. But some people don't want the process. They just want the prize. I guess you would say that some people actually will invest a whole bunch of money to get a six-pack instead of doing the work to rightfully get one, to obtain one the natural way. A lot of people spend a whole bunch of money to get a BBL to get that look. And then when they get that look, they think that's the all in all. But just imagine, you get the BBL and then you gain the weight. So you just big all the way around. I mean, you gotta go back and get other stuff carved out, and you gotta get some fat sucked. That's just too much. It's too much cutting. It's too much cutting.
In a quarter of a mile,
because people want to cut because people don't want to do the process. I believe you get the biggest reward when you do the work. You get the biggest reward for the satisfaction to know that you dug deep. You got it from the mud. You made something happen. Now you may have fell short. You may have slipped and failed and all that good stuff, but that's part of the process. But the beautiful thing about the process is that
at the light, turn right.
If you go backwards, you know how to get it back. You know how to get it back. It's like, people say you've heard self-made millionaires.
In 3/4 of a mile,
the thing about self-made millionaires
lot.
that if you lose it all, tomorrow, he knows how to get it all back the day after. Because he got it from the mud. He got it from the mud. I'm working on pretty much today and a life hack, so to speak. Well, I got this concept a while back, and it's really helped me out. And it helps you out when it's people that are not in your close circle. It really does. However, when it's the true test of if it really helps is when it's people in your close circle. And the model that I utilize is that, and some people are more black and white than I am. I'm not black and white. That's a metaphorical statement. That
Turn right to enter the parking lot. Then the pickup will be on the right.
That I keep hope alive. Because that's what God survived. That's what God does his most work at. But I don't invest in a lot of expectations. Now, the thing is, I may invest something in expectations. I'll invest something. But I don't invest a lot. And the reason I invest something because I need to see is if it's worth the investment to invest more in.
In 200 feet, the pickup will be on the right.
All right. Woo! I'm picking up somebody, huh? My insurance rate goes up. All right. This is what I was talking about, y'all. I was talking about and see if y'all agree. Well, I got voices in the back, y'all. Oh, it's great. I was doing
Turn left.
I've done a video on this before, but never live. It's about you invest. I keep hope alive, and a lot of times you keep hope alive when it comes to situations. And I was stating that
At the light.
the hope
Turn
alive is
right.
in situations with people, but I don't invest a lot of expectations.
You don't turn right.
Okay, thank you. Good, you helped me out because I didn't see the cartoon. The cartoon is hidden. It's hidden. I don't invest in a lot of expectations. The reason I
1.4
said
miles.
because
Turn
when you
right
invest
and
a
right
lot
on
in
the road.
expectations, that's what really messes you up.
Yeah.
But I do invest a little bit. So it's just a chance. It's a chance that it may happen. Now, if it doesn't happen, I go back to I didn't invest a lot of expectations. Because I believe a lot of times what happens is that when you really get let down and go in depression and all that because I thought he's gonna do. He said this time or she said this time. He promised. It's been 5 times. He promised. She promised. Yeah, I know this to be true. God is the only thing that's consistent.
That is true.
And sometimes people have good intentions, but things happen.
Right.
You still mad it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Baby, I was trying to make I get a car accident. It's another excuse.
Right.
I couldn't move my car. Sure. What happened last time? Well, I was getting off late for work. I couldn't because I'd be fired. And that could have been true.
Right.
But your expectation was like, you promised you was going to be here.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going through right now. Crazy that you say that. Like, I mean, I had my expectations way too high and got let down. But it's okay. Like, it's okay.
And you hopefully after the first time you learn,
Right.
if the person said, yes, I'll be, you said, good. You said, good. Now, they got back. You said, good. I look forward to seeing you.
Right.
That's keeping hope alive.
Right.
But don't invest a lot of expectations. You may invest a little bit, but it don't happen after 5-10 minutes. Okay, you start planning something else. Now, if they call back or they say, I was coming. Yeah, I didn't know you didn't call.
Right.
And you already had something planned. So, ain't no problem. Well, I really was trying to make, ain't no problem. Because ain't no problem. Because why? You didn't expect it.
Exactly.
The expectations was minimal. So if it's minimal expectations, it's minimal damage.
Exactly.
And you can recover quicker. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Sure does.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you can cover different. Now, I haven't got to the point where I don't invest any expectations.
Right.
Because I'm an ultimate. I mean, this is a pro and a con. I'm an ultimate optimist. I'm an ultimate optimist. So I put a little bit out there, and then I pull back. Because if I don't love nobody else, I need to love myself, right?
Exactly.
And it's stuff that affects me inside. It's stuff that affects me outside. I will project it.
Exactly.
If I'm hurt inside, everybody else, everybody's gonna be hurt around me.
At the light, turn right, then turn right.
That's a great way of putting it.
Everybody's gonna be hurt around me. I believe we all deal with the wounded child.
Yes.
The wounded child.
Yep.
I ain't saying the broken child. The
The
wounded.
wounded child.
Everybody has a
Right.
everybody has a wounded
Everybody
child.
has a wounded child.
And it could be a scratch.
Yeah.
The healthy adult acknowledged that they had a scratch.
Yeah.
And guess what they did? They went back to mend it.
Yeah.
That's me.
In
I mend it.
150 feet,
Right
turn
here.
right, then the drop-off will be
Now
on
what
the
happens?
right.
What happens? You don't deal with that wound. It's
In 90
infected.
feet, the drop-off will be
It's
on the
gonna be
right.
infected, and then you get older, and when people get close to the wound, you push them off because nobody wants nobody touching your pain, and you hold the pain inside, and you push everybody off, and you find every flaw in them so they don't get close.
Yep.
Exactly.
You gotta say
Man.
Yeah. Oh, check out the YouTube channel. It's called A Hero's Journey with Dr. D. But this segment specifically would be called In Them Streets, INDEM Streets with DRD.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
put up the community, so I can know it's
That
y'all.
it was us.
Okay,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, that was good, y'all. Let me cancel them. Still on. Oh, that was good, y'all. What was it? Able by community guidelines. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up. What else we got? All right. Y'all heard that thing, right? I may start doing this for now. Because that I can see on the screen. And see, I just think that sometimes things be jacked up. I have expectations. That's the current situation that I already took the expectations off. So with that being said, since the expectations already been taken off, guess what? My feelings ain't hurt, y'all. If my feelings ain't hurt, then I'm doing all right. Because it affects, like I said earlier, it affects things around me. And I've had a teacher tell me that my smile was infectious. And my smile was infectious, then if the smile, my attitude is infectious, I think it, whether it's positive or negative, guess what? It's still infectious. And I think because I try to be somewhat transparent, y'all. I try to be transparent. I'm not always transparent. And I can compartmentalize well. But I make a lot of errors. I was talking to a friend today. I was talking to a friend the other day. I believe that I'm in real time currently trying to reprogram learned behaviors. Learned behaviors that I've experienced. And we all are products of the program of how I have things I've learned. And I thought I liked my parents, teachings, just different things that I just took as fact. Your first teacher is your parents, whether it's good or bad or negative or their different viewpoints, and then when you get older, I think you need to work on kind of be working your dissecting it, or some people say reconstructing. Dissecting the validity of their viewpoints as you have accepted them as your own. Because if you don't dissect it as you come of age and start to understand things more clearly, if you don't come to dissect things that's in your thoughts, that's permeating in your subconscious. Well, you're conscious because the things in your subconscious you do automatically, and a lot of times you're not thinking of. But when they come up and they permeate in your conscious mind, in your real-time actions, then you're doing yourself a disjustice. And can't be the best version of yourself. I think you best version. I believe that you are the best version of yourself when you evaluate why you do things. Because I told a friend the other day, when you get older, the little things become the big things. The little things become the big things. And because you don't think that much of the little things. But people's perceptions of your little things may lead them to believe that it's bigger than what it actually is. And it just may be a response to learned behavior that makes people think that you are narcissistic. So, because that's kind of a catchword. But just to clarity, a lot of narcissistic behavioral traits are stem from trauma. Childhood trauma, complex trauma. These are stemmed from complex trauma, or childhood trauma, which are things that are embedded within your subconscious that you respond to automatically based on one of your 5 senses. And a lot of times people are responding to things, me included, based on my body remembering the triggers and responding in kind. And I think when you get to the core and you find out, you get to the core and determine what was your what's the trigger, then you can work on coping mechanisms to deal with the trigger and to deal with the core and to unravel the core and dismantle it so the core doesn't connect to a trigger that sends you unhinged, so to speak. That's work though, because it's mental work. It's mental, mind, it's mind and body. I don't believe you can do one without the other. Because I'm in my head, I'm thinking, boy, what's your body doing with it? What's your voice? Are you speaking affirmation to yourself? Are you talking to yourself, or you're allowing everybody else to talk to you? And the repetition of other things that talking and you receive. I'm learning. Y'all, I'm over half a decade here. I'm still learning. I think when you're so smart that you stop learning, you're not smart at all. A foolish man thinks he knows everything, but man is still living, realizing he always has something else to learn. I think that's true wisdom, is realize you have something to learn, because I have not lived everybody's life. I'm still currently trying to live mine. And I don't know the ins and outs of everybody's trauma and their responses to the trauma. And I don't know. I remember one time at school, it was just, I liked this girl. And I ain't gonna say her name. And I went to go visit a couple times, and I mean, just watch television. I mean, it was innocent enough. I mean, and then I was at the lunch counter. Well, we was at the cafeteria, and nothing cross was said. Nothing's negative. I didn't try to come on to enough. I just went to go visit. And like I said, I didn't know. And it's good to have a friend that tell you the truth about you and how stuff that can come across. Now I was young. He said the girl was visibly trembling because she said I was touchy feely. Now, not in a sexual way. I probably touch her shoulder. I didn't do nothing that lean. I wasn't leaning sexually. I'm affectionate. But I wasn't trying to kiss her, nothing like that. I just probably touched her shoulder, and I'm people oriented, so I can't recall what I did because nothing different I would do anybody else. But he said that she was visibly shaking because I was touchy feeling, something like that. I don't know. August 15th. It's yesterday. Now, that thing is that puzzled me to no end. Which brings me back to case in point. I'm not one to determine this before. I didn't know what I know now. But you don't know people's trauma. You know, the weight of my hand on the shoulder or my tone and where I dressed may have been just like a person who abused her. Don't even know the person been abused or not. I'm just saying. But it's something that triggered within her something that ignited fear, a fear response. And it wasn't me. I was just a catalyst that triggered. Meaning that people's voice, sound, something they see, something they smell, something they touch, something they taste. Any one of these things can trigger complex trauma. The thing is, we don't know what's traumatic to everybody in the world. We just don't know. You assume you know one thing, but you don't. Say one thing that may affect a different culture, and the reason why you don't know because you don't have friends in that culture. You've never been immersed. You never even experienced that culture. I remember somebody out there was young. I don't know. We went to this Catholic school, do this music thing. No, but me and my twin brothers in the gospel choir, and we went to Wisconsin. And I think we talked. The guy named Brick that we stayed with, but I don't know if it was him or somebody else. Maybe I was in college. That actually stated that they never saw a black person. They took like 15 years old. The first time they saw a black person ever. Like they may have saw people on television, but they never saw a black person in real time. And no, not race. They just never saw them in that community. And so therefore, they didn't know how to experience. They didn't know how to respond. They may hear the grandparents say. They may say N-word because that's how black people referred. And they didn't think it was negative. Like for instance, Uncle Tom's Cabin. What's it called? Nigga Jim. And that was all in the book. But that's how he's referred. I have not read the book. Seen the movie though. Seen the movie. I have not read the book. So you know, that's intriguing. It's intriguing. No, let me qualify. It's intriguing to understand that I don't know everything. And it's intriguing to understand that even at my age, I'm still learning things about myself. And whether intentionally or unintentionally, I may still appear narcissistic. And it may be based on things I've learned. But people are people. And my behavior still may be self-centered. But not the way to harm anybody. Just no, they're not self-centered. They may come across self-centered, but my motive is not. Well, could be. I don't know. My point is that obviously in me me actually doing certain things, I'm not thinking about nobody else. So now I am more cognitive, to be more conscious of how it comes across, because you don't know other people's trauma. You don't know other people's experience. We assuming we know, but we don't. We assume a whole bunch of things, but we don't. Man, I can't even go in here with this. Let me go to the I got all the junk in this car. So let me, man. I got that much stuff here. Let me go to the edge of the park and see. I can go just probably throw the stuff out. All right, gentlemen. Listen, I may get in. I need to get this light, and then do some more lives like this. All right. So we got a park right here, but ain't no trash. Ain't no trash can in here. Well, I go up here. I go to the gas station. All right. So with that being said, check me out. I'll be doing more lives like this while I'm in them streets, and but in those streets, there's some riders and some without riders, and then I'll go back and I'll edit them. I'll go back. Yeah, I'll go back and edit them. Or I'm not. But we comment. Let me know if there's a certain subject matter you'd like me to address. So this is the Hero's Journey, Dr. D. We are in them streets. And remember this, every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Why? Life's just too short to live. Look in the rearview mirror. Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and we are